Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and I would want to begin by wishing every Indian a happy Independence Day. सारे जहाँ से अच्छा हिंदू सीता हमारा, हम बुलबुले हैं इसकी, ये गुल सीता हमारा, सारे जहाँ से अच्छा. So now I'm going to show you guys in this video on how to configure FTP server in Kali Linux. So previously, in my previous video I showed everyone how to configure FTP server locally in Windows, and now in this video I'm going to show you guys on how to set up and configure FTP server in Kali Linux. And let's begin. So here is my Kali Linux logon. I'm going to put in my username and password. And here you go, I have logged in. And first and foremost thing, I have also posted a video on 5 benefits of having a FTP server in a LAN, in a local area network. Please check that video out. I will put that video's link in the description box below. Please do check it out. And so here I have opened the terminal. Let me close this browser here that has automatically opened, and I'm going to launch a root terminal to install vsftpd service. Alright, and I will put my password here. There you go, I have opened my root Kali Linux terminal, and I am going to install the vsftpd service, which is the FTP service available on Kali Linux. Let me put in the command apt-get install vsftpd and I'm going to hit enter, and as soon as I hit enter, it has failed to install just now. So probably I need to install some OS level updates here by pressing apt-get, by entering the command apt-get update. Right, I have launched apt-get update command, and it's loading. So this actually means that my Kali box has access to internet. You can just do a prerequisite check by just entering ping space google.com to just check your internet connectivity, so that it's able to download all the regular updates from Kali repository. So I have two computers with Kali Linux installed. So this one I don't use much, so I think it is not having the most recent OS level updates, so it's taking a bit of time. There is another PC that I have which is also having Kali Linux installed, so that is the one that I regularly use. So I will just pause the video for now, and once this gets completed we will get started all over again. Okay, so guys, the OS level updates has happened and completed, and let's begin with the installation of the service, vsftpd service part. And you can see this is gone through, and I'm just going to select yes to this pop-up message. So it's getting installed now, the vsftpd service. It's taking a bit of time because my internet on this box, on this machine, is slow because it's just using the 4G network, 2.4 gigahertz band. It's not using a 5 gigahertz band, so it's taking a little bit of time to get in, to get with the installation. So it's still processing some of the files, and I'm going to pause this video. Now the installation has completed. You can see the vsftpd service has been installed, and now let's go ahead and edit the vsftpd conf file, that is config file. To do that, we need to go to etc folder, etc directory to be precise, and then you would edit the file using vim or nano. I will use nano, which works best for me. VSF, I will so you can see the command is nano space vsftpd.conf, and I will hit enter. And as soon as I open this file, you could see this is the config file. So in order to make changes to this conf file that's in a right sense, we have to remove this comment. We have to uncomment this right underscore enable equal to s by just removing the hash symbol, and you can see that's right privilege given to the FTP server, and whosoever uses or access the FTP server will be able to write files on the FTP server, which is this Kali box going to be a FTP server. So that's the first change that we need to do, and then moving slowly downwards, we will have to make some more changes to make this FTP server work. I won't allow anonymous access. The ch own underscore username equal to whoever. Let it remain like that. This one, so enable this one here, ch root local user is equal to s, and then make this enabled, ch root underscore list underscore enable is equal to s, and then this one, ch root list underscore file is equal to etc forward slash vsftpd dot ch root underscore list. Just enable this one too, and this is a file that we need to create, and you need to add users who are going to access this FTP server externally within the LAN network. Alright, and I will just copy this name alone, name of the text file that we are going to create. So I have copied the text file name, and it has to be created within the etc directory. Alright, as mentioned over here in this comment. And now let's begin with the creation of the text file. And firstly we need to save this config file by clicking Ctrl X. You will see an option, save modified buffer. You say yes to it, and then hit enter, and the file has been modified with the changes that we have done now, and the config file is now reflecting with the changes that we have done to it. Alright, and now let's begin with the creation of the text file. I'm going to use touch command to create the file, and I'm going to click. So here you go. I'm going to hit enter now. I'm using touch command to create the text file. and that's the file created. Now I'm going to edit this text file. Nano, again I'm going to use the word nano, command nano, vsftpd, and there are two files in it, right? And I'm going to hit enter now. And here, so before adding the user, let's create a user first. Okay, I will open a new terminal. Control Shift T will open a new terminal. Now in order to add a new user, I will type add user space, I will give a name, I will give my name and Saifu, and that's it. I will give a password to it, and I have to retype the password, and I would not give any further details. And that's me adding a user within this local Kali box. Okay, and that is going to be the authentication to the FTP server. And now I will edit this text file that I created, the vsftpd lists text file, right? And here I am going to just add the username and Saifu, and I will save this file once again by selecting Ctrl X and saying yes to it, and then exiting the file. And now the whole setup has got completed, right? And most importantly, we need to start the FTPD service, vsftpd service, by selecting service vsftpd start. Once we did this, the vsftpd service has started. Okay, and it's now the FTP server is complete, the whole setup and configuration is complete, and let's begin using the FTP server that we just hosted, that we are just hosting on the Kali server, Kali Linux. First we need to know this Kali box's IP address. I will just type ifconfig, and this is my IP address, my LAN IP address 192.168.0.109, and I will immediately switch over to my other PC here. All right, this is my other PC, and all I have to do is I will open Windows R, okay, that is run command, and I will put iexplore space ftp://192.168.0.109, and I will hit enter. Once I do that, I will be prompted for an authentication. See, this is the authentication. I will put in my user name that I created on the other machine, Kali Linux machine, and I will put in the password. And as soon as I put in password and enter, you could see I am able to access all the directories of my Kali Linux. Alright, and for example, let me create a text file in my other machine on my desktop and see if it gets appeared here on my other machine. This is my Windows machine. I'm able to access my FTP server, that is my Kali Linux machine's directories. Okay, let me create a sample text file on my desktop. See, I have switched over to Kali Linux box. Here I am going to create a text file on my local desktop. Let me close all the windows out here. Okay, on my home desktop, I am going to create a simple empty file just to see if the FTP server is working as expected. I have created a test file, and I'm going to click the create button, and this is here me adding a text file here in my local desktop. And immediately I'm going to switch over to my other Windows box, and I'm going to go to home. It's taking a bit of time. So I'm going to home, Saifullah, It's taking a bit of time. And then I'm going to click desktop where I save that text file, right? It's loading slowly. See, this is the test file that I created, that I just put in on my home desktop on Kali Linux box. You can see you can save this text file, that is, you can copy this file to your local PC within Windows. This is my other PC. Okay, and this proves that the overall setup that we did to configure FTP server on Kali Linux has worked indeed, and this setup has been successful. I am able to access the FTP server, that is my Kali Linux, on my Windows PC without any issues. And if you could also replicate the same on your end, and let me know if you experience any issues during the setup. I will be glad to solve your issues. Okay, and if you find this video helpful, please hit the support button and do not forget to subscribe my channel for further technical videos coming from me in future. And do not forget to hit the notification bell on my new videos related updates. Okay, and until we meet in the next video, this is Saif signing off. Cheers, tada, bye bye.